sense of safety.
It only made you feel good.
And holding the playing music box in one hand while eating crepes with the other.
Okay, some points are gained back, but I mean, you two are still knocked out, but you're out of the danger zone. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, you can actually continue.
I'm sorry,
it's nice, but
I got caught up in the wonderful music of the music box because, but
Because Adam's actually a 13-year-old girl.
apparently.
Yep.
I mean, he put a possessed little girl in the music box, so sure.
I believe it.
It's not my cousin. Who's dealing with the demons.
Not everything involves around your character.
I know.
The majority of the stuff doesn't involve her.
I know.
You don't know anything about Pazuzu.
A voice on the side. This guy says.
Pazuzu comes out. You don't know anything about it.
You don't know me. You don't know how I do.
You don't know what I've been through, what I've done to get here.
Pazuzu's so annoyed with his family, he just shows up.
Quit
Okay.
trying to
I
summon
love this in my
After a little while, you're able to wake up.
suggestion
Okay.
or up next is what was it?
Where do I wake up?
Herding turkeys on horseback. Understanding.
Did they just lay me out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crepe?
Ooh.
I was gonna go grab something to eat. Thank you.
Before he was swept up by the guards as, healer, we might need you. Healer didn't heal.
You didn't really have a chance to heal.
Everybody was dead.
Splat.
The Goliath lady and stuff, she looked ashamed. The delicious flavors kept her from going where she absolutely needed to go. And she doesn't regret trying it, but at the same time, what if things would have been different?
Life is a journey. Don't hold over the small things.
How messed up are my clothes and stuff?
What?
How messed up are my clothes?
How messed up are your clothes?
Yeah.
You're torn up.
Amended.
Alright. Okay.
What?
Nothing. There's a bit of a crowd of people formed up, mostly because they heard about the delicious crepes that are out.
They didn't hear the giant attacking the town. They heard about the crepes.
Has anyone messed with the giant?
I'll take its teeth.
Not even a 20 on crepes could keep it from that.
You can maybe
Not even the greatest of crepes will take me
you
from my
can maybe
teeth.
fit or take a couple of like 2 or 3 before you're, because these are big teeth.
I get that. I have a sack.
Oh well, then you can take about 6 or 7.
I walk up.
Here can take.
I walk up.
Fuck not.
Do you need some help?
Nah, I got it.
I got an empty backpack.
Well, I mean, if you want to help me carry them, that'd be awesome.
Sure.
Glory be!
I put teeth in the backpack.
Thanks for the food.
The blessings of the gods are upon you.
Sorry, I'm eating what?
Sorry, I can't hear you over these crepes.
What?
How many teeth?
You keep like going,
I say thank you for
looking
the
at me.
Oh, sure.
What do you need to say?
Got him from
A
that
giant
end
shows
back
up.
there.
I was gonna go try
Dressed in
something.
ornate robes.
Try to get something to eat. I was
Call
thinking
me
about going to them,
No,
but kind of got swept off.
I kind of
you're hungry?
And then
I see that.
knocked
bow
down.
slightly.
But you're back up
We
again.
can
So
see
it's
if
okay.
there's anything up there.
They're never going to keep you down.
It may. I mean,
I've eaten through an entire thing of chips,
That's wise advice.
entire thing of those
Come on,
rice
someone.
things. You drink half a thing
You
of
have
tea,
great potential.
chewing through his fucking strawberries,
do you think
and I'm
any of
still
your food?
fucking hungry. What's wrong with me?
Well then,
Well, because fruits are
They're kinda-
mainly water.
Bow like a respect thing.
Everything else I
he's
ate
dressed in
wasn't.
ornate priest robes as he walks up.
Especially that tea.
I mean, the tea doesn't count as food.
We
It's
didn't
great.
describe our character.
Chips are junk food, and these same.
I just like how
What do we
you,
look
you
like?
said
Not really
tea style.
satisfying
It's
or-
just drank.
Guys,
the kind of things you eat and make you crave for more, because that's how they're made.
that's your question.
What do we all look like?
I look like I kind of like gray skin, pale, but not like terribly so. White hair and kind of like an almost mohawk. It's kind of like the sides are shaved, but it's not really stuck up or anything. I'm wearing semi-ornate clothing, like traveler's gear. Maybe out of the Middle East, you'd expect. I carry a bow and crepes.
What
Oh,
race?
I have violet eyes too.
Does Half-Plate have a helm?
What race are you?
Human.
And what race are you?
Human.
Okay, to you guys, I look like an unusually short male elf. I have dark hair. My skin's kind of pale, not like hers, not the grayish tone. It's just a little bit pale. And I have green eyes. I'm currently wearing. I've got traveler's clothes, but I'm also wearing a banded mail over the top of it. I've got a shield on my back, along with a backpack and a sword to my side.
So, do they have?
I don't.
Do Half-Plates have a helmet?
They can.
No.
I think it just depends on how you wear it.
Or the boot on your head. Did you look at dice at me?
Yeah.
Where was it from?
A dice.
Oh, it was that thing? There's just a die laying on the ground over here, so.
Is
That's
that yours?
from yours.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Because you dropped it earlier.
Uh-huh.
I took those out. I'm super pale.
How many teeth did I get, by the way?
I look like that
You
dude.
said you're gonna make multiple trips.
And I'm helping her.
I know, but how many?
Yeah.
I don't assume much.
I look like that guy. And I'm in like flowing
Oh, you
black
mean that
robes
okay,
that look pretty plain, but when the light hits it, you can tell it's like silk. I'm like super, super, super pale. I look almost sickly. And my eyes are like black. I have like no color in my eye. except for
You
the
said
white.
you look sickly?
Yeah, I look kind
I
of
poke
sickly.
you for a point of healing.
Doesn't get better. You just keep
No.
poking them into the... Why? What's wrong? Are you ailed in ways that I cannot help you?
You're unusually like. Are you okay? I poke you again for another point.
It's my family. We all look this way. Our
I'm so
deeds
sorry.
have
No,
been pushed
this-
to our outside.
This is unusual. I poke you again.
Now he's just experimenting.
Your complexion's not curing at all. Are you sure you're not ill?
Not in a way that can be fixed.
Okay, crepe.
It fixes
Sure, I
Great,
take a
we'll
little
fix
bit.
it.
Take a little bit.
I feel like when we went in there, we asked for more crepes. It was like, all of them. We want all of your crepes.
It's for the freaking town. But
They can open up a business just selling those damn crepes.
but like I said, the
That's why they're in
priest
cheap.
shows up
Food
and
is
ornate clothes, and he's looking over everything, and eyes land on you.
Why is he shaking his head at him?
Just utter.
I bowed respectfully, and he just looks at you like, no.
Crepe? It's gluten free.
Yes. Thank you. I am the head priest of this town.
Ooh.
Thank you for what you've done.
We
The
help.
delicious flavors of the crepes have saved us once again.
I mean,
And the taint has
I
stayed
thank
off
you
for
for
slightly longer.
I thank you for thanking us, but I have to give the credit to that lovely inn back there.
Oh my lord, the service and the exquisite
Jacob and
food.
I are just standing there like, what the fuck?
Jacob.
Or
Ethan.
Ethan. Why did I call you Jacob? I'm sorry.
Same reason
To
I call
both
him
of you.
Ethan. It happens, man.
Because every guy.
Ethan and I
looks
are
the
just
same.
standing there like, what the fuck?
Are you gonna let her insult you like that?
I've done it before. Like, he knows I do it, and I don't mean to.
Stab her with your sword.
What?
Pull it out and stab her. Your sword. On your neck.
Oh, you're
I'm the one who
talking-
bought it for him.
The irony.
Backstabbed.
You know what,
Not
Sam?
your
You
own
got a point. Does it come out?
I put like tack in there so it would stay.
no, it's all...
Otherwise, it would fall out.
That's true. It was constantly falling
It was
out.
falling out all the time.
But you can always wipe it off and then...
Exactly.
I mean, the inside of the sheath will forever be.
the sheath will never be clean.
If he just keeps shoving it in and pulling it out, it should come out. Shouldn't
Well, I can wipe it off the sword, but the sheath will never be clean.
But you'll never see the
it's one of
inside.
those
Defeating
things
the
that'll
purpose
always
of
be
a
slightly
sheath,
grimy.
but-
Always be.
Well, you'll never tell from the outside. But inside is unclean.
You've done us a great service, Crepes, and you will be remembered for all time. But on a more serious note, he shows up and, yeah, he still shakes his head no at you.
We offer the crepes nonetheless. On a serious note.
No,
These crepes have us entranced, and we actually go on about the inn and whatnot.
Does he look upset about me? Or
he
just
doesn't
Jacob?
know you.
He just looks upset with Jacob.
Why do you keep
I
bringing
live
me
in
into
the
this?
town!
I didn't say
Sam!
Jacob.
Stop
Oh
blaming
my
me.
gosh! Even.
He looks
I
upset
will
with Jacob.
Kill you!
All right, Jacob.
What'd you call me?
I live in the town.
He doesn't know everybody by name.
I go in the.
a big
It's more of
town.
a city almost. But Jacob, he looks at you. Because apparently he's disappointed in you too, Jacob. So,
Wait, seriously? Or just
Yeah.
because Sam keeps referring to me?
I don't know yet.
let's roll and find
Oh,
out.
come on!
Not seriously. He doesn't know who the crap you are.
And you were just healing a bunch of his people back up for him, which
You're
I mean,
doing his job.
yeah, as like as someone of a different order, that's actually kind of something you don't have to do, and you were doing it anyways.
Well, I needed to wake them up to try these crepes.
That's true. That's true.
It's kind of hard to feel whenever you're unconscious.
So, then, I am the head priest of this town, and I thank you for the crepes. Thank you very much. But this is a perfect example of what I was saying. The sour ground, it grows closer. It brings more and more misfortunes. It's the philosopher in this town. He continues to spread his falsehoods about how it can be stopped. But this is a prime example. Only faith will see us through.
Well, faith can see us through many things, but if we can take action, shouldn't we do that?
Who are you?
I am Elliot Snow. I hail from Raven Roost, the neighboring town.
Heretic. Take him away. So, is what I would say.
Hi!
Hello.
I shot him with an arrow. Got a creep on the end of it.
Thank you for your brave work.
I'm from Raven Roost too, but I'm not from there. I live there with my kids.
Oh. Well, 100 blessings upon you and your household, then.
Thank you. I bought him a babysitter not too long ago. He's great.
What?
Bought him a babysitter.
You bought him a babysitter. Did I?
Don't you normally have to pay for babysitters?
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. I'm so sorry. As you were saying,
As Jacob slowly dies a little on the inside.
now, I will be kind, and I will placate and listen to you. Continue with your thought.
Well, as I was saying, faith can achieve many things, but if there is action to be done, shouldn't we at least attempt?
Now, boy, we have tried before many a times for many, many, many years. And yet misfortune continues to follow us.
Move the town.
We have moved the town.
You live here. You would know.
I know. Move it again.
I thought you hit Jacob there for what I heard.
Did you hit Ethan?
Yes. Sorry, Jacob.
Well, what do you know of the situation? Perhaps we can help.
Well, if you're so determined to help in a matter that cannot be fixed, like I was saying,
Do you
then
have such little faith that the gods will solve this conundrum?
the gods are giving us the clear answer that it is time to abandon Templestown. This place is wrong for us, and we shouldn't be here. But if you're so determined to try and prove...
I mean, it seems like a pretty great place. I mean, the food.
Oh my god.
the food can be made anywhere.
I'm not sure. Where does he get his ingredients?
I don't know that. Did I hear heretical words come out of your mouth, boy?
No, sir.
Yes. As I... Wait.
Are you whispering it to your phone?
No. He's whispering it. He's rolling his ear.
If you're so determined to try and fix this problem, then I, the High Priest of this town, hereby hand down to you the most blessed of jobs of going across the wall and attempting to find the source of the taint that's ruining our very lives. Shut up, Sam.
Well, if it's spreading, I imagine it's only a matter of time before it finds your new settlement. This has to be taken care of. If nature itself is being bent to the will of another, it's something that affects us all on a very basis level of our survival.
I will play to your whims then, and allow you access, as I said, in that blessed job. If, for some fortuitous reason, you are able to...
Makes sense motive on this guy?
Yeah. Like what, like... Now, I mean, you have to give me, like, some like, what are you sensing motive on?
Is he like sincere towards wanting the best for the town?
Okay, yeah, well...
And I mean, not the best in his eyes, best for their general well-being.
Yeah, no, I understand what you were...
He's really Pazuzu.
What is
There's
with
other
you?
demons
What is
besides
Pazuzu,
Pazuzu.
man?
But he was in
You
the
are focusing
Exorcist.
hard on this.
Just because you can summon Pazuzu easily doesn't mean that you should summon Pazuzu easily.
Okay. He's so much fun. I was like, yep.
Oh, I thought that shake was.
Oh.
The earthquake.
14. I
shake you
apparently can't
up.
sense motive very well.
He's... I mean, from what you can feel... Yeah, he's legitimate with his thoughts of that there is something wrong, the town should move for the betterment of the town. There's nothing here for them, like it's going to keep coming and it's going to just be more hardships. Like, he legitimately is of that mindset that the town being here is not good for the town.
Well, moving the town is just a temporary solution. I
If
feel
we
it's
move
best
it
to...
far enough.
True, but I feel it's still important to
I mean, there's
try.
necromancy work back that way, so I mean, where are you going to be moving?
Minor things, minor.
We should at least try to achieve a more permanent solution.
And that's why I'm giving you the rights to go across the wall and try and find it. If, as I was going to say, if you are able to...
Is he wearing a holy symbol and is it obvious who he worships?
He doesn't have a holy symbol on, but the church, as far as you know, is not relegated to one deity. It's a concept church, so... It's he does have ornate clothes, like he does have clothes that have symbols on them, but they're not of like
So it's more of a
one
pantheon
deity.
rather than...
Yeah. It's if for some fortuitous reason you are able to find out the reason behind the growing sourness of the ground that continues to plague our lives and destroy any hopes of a permanent settlement in any one area, then I will be willing And completely in the right. This citadel right here will be yours.
Neat.
I was gonna go cool because no one.
And 4,000 gold.
Neat.
Well, I'm sure if we find enough people who are willing to travel. But first, we're seeking out a tinkerer in town. Do you know who that is?
The foolish philosopher. Yes. He resides in his...
Words.
I forgot the name of it.
Tower?
Observatory.
Observatory.
Well, I feel it would be necessary for us to get his side of the opinion as well before marching out.
He will fill your heads with lies, boy.
That I will take that knowingly and cautiously. Thank you for your warning.
1,000 pox on you, like 1,000 pox on the new Rebecca. All right then.
Is it obvious to see the observatory?
Yes.
Does it stand out?
It stands out. It's everything has like the normal sloped kind of angled roofs, and then there's the large tower that's the observatory that's rounded out that clearly has a large telescope sticking out of it. So
By the way, I don't think I caught your name, sir.
I gave you the
Jeffro.
name. I gave you the name earlier. He was the head.
Make him
priest,
Jeffro.
but No.
Did you give me the name earlier?
Yeah.
More blood, the blood god.
You're making it really hard.
Old Hiram was the tinkerer. And then another name he gave me was Marcus Talbert, finances of the town.
I guess you did not write it down.
Liam was the goods distributed.
I don't think you told us.
And
I did.
Bedrock
today,
was the
like I told
retired
you
sheriff
earlier
adventurer.
today. Because I told you, because it was the orc.
Well, if you told
The orcs
her,
told you.
I could have been in the bathroom. at
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
no, the orcs told me, and you wrote that down.
Old Hiram is the tinkerer, and I was in
That's
the bathroom for.
The tinkerer is the philosopher that he's talking about.
Yeah, we want the priest's name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told you it's.
No, they only gave me the tinkerer's name.
They said or Father Arkley.
Oh,
Father Arkley.
why didn't you just fucking tell us that?
Because it took me a while to remember that I named him Father Arkley. I did tell you, but I had forgotten his name, so. No. No.
Well, I'll see what we can do. Thank you for your time.
Yes. If you do decide to go on this most holy adventures, the church will supply you with some resources to help you
Thank you.
on the ship's side.
That is mighty kindly of you.
How far out of town are we? Are we still out of town, or are we back in town?
You're like right on the border of the town, so
Did you guys walk?
Yep.
they
strolled,
strolled.
They moonwalked into town.
No, we rode on horses to town, but
I'm
we
gonna
we
let out a
walked to
whistle to
the
get
edge.
Gallagher here.
And the clip clop of a god of destruction comes as the goblins who are in the cart are just whisked away by the glory of their god and stuff. They follow him closely where he goes. They must.
Well, no, they have the pony.
I know, but they're following after.
Oh, so they
God,
have
only
the.
somewhere. So
I was
they're
gonna say
following.
the pony in the cart they had. I
Yeah.
mean, I imagine he is not hooked up to the cart right now because.
No, I mean they got out of the cart. They're following the horse.
Oh,
They're following him. So
well, I whispered it up on Gallagher. We're gonna go do some shopping.
all right. First of all, what type of shopping are you wanting to do? You're going into a 2-hour shopping spree again.
I'm gonna look for a magical lock.
Oh, that's easy.
Yep.
And you want to know who can give you that?
What?
A tinkerer.
No, well then I guess we're going to the Tinkerers.
All right. Is there anything that you're wanting to do before you go to the Tinkers?
The other thing I want to do, I could probably do afterwards, which was to seek out the 3 people and return the ring.
Okay.
I'm calling Percy in. While I was helping her take the teeth, I called Percy in. Now.
Okay. What?
I just want him to stay by me.
You just knocked over Riku.
That was a very...
Riku!
That's a big daddy.
You're getting closer.
I know, Riku. Oh, I didn't see him.
I know. You knocked him
I'm
over.
not gonna... no.
I'm gonna throw these at him. Do you see the new trailer they
Whatever.
just released?
Yeah. Alright, so you're just going towards the observatory? Alright, it takes a bit winding through the roads and stuff, but you do eventually get there after a shorter period of time. The doors are wide open, and you can hear working on the inside.
Knock knock!
What?
She didn't knock on the door, she just ran up and said knock knock.
Good morning!
Want some crepes?
No, thank you. I already ate.
Crepes though?
I'm quite full, and they would further weigh heavy on my already aging stomach. I wouldn't be able to process it quite well.
They're gluten free.
You have me now. So. But what can I do for you, young people?
Well, a few things actually, but first, we heard you might be interested in some old items.
Well, I suppose, depending on the item.
Would you rather see it out here or inside?
I have better tools to examine it on the inside. Come right this way. Stay a while. Listen.
I follow him inside.
I kick him in the shins.
Oh, I didn't mean to be Deckard Cain. I keep accidentally giving people the voice. I just reach
I
for
give
a
them
voice.
the voice.
It's the voice I can do.
It's one of the few. Now, what item are you wishing for me to examine?
I pull out the helmet.
His eyes light up, and he sits up slightly straighter. Ah! You're willing to sell this?
We're thinking about it.
Ah, yes. Then I would be the person to sell it to. Anyone else would destroy this wonderful piece. But no, I will keep it intact. Now, where did you find this?
Well, we were traveling
Somewhere.
east. What?
It's always east.
No, it's always north. Get it right, man.
It was northeast.
It's
We
always
were
northeast.
traveling somewhat northeast of
Somewhat.
Raven. And when we happened upon a cave where we found this near the back.
Yeah, they are doing fireworks. Okay.
You,
Go on. Sorry, I kept hearing something.
Were you
We
planning?
found us in a cave northeast of Ravenhurst.
I see.
It was next to an unusually large door.
A large door, you say?
Yes.
Did you manage to get inside?
Yep.
Did you find anything interesting in there as well?
Lots of interesting things.
Yes, all kinds of
Evil
interesting
things, good things, big things,
My
creepy
lord.
abyssal things,
metal things. Looked
My
like
God.
something was being built, but
angelic things. It was cool.
My word. Well, make whatever maker there is out there that you got out safely. Now, may I please take a closer look?
No.
I was told no. Are you sure?
By all means, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. As he's looking at it,
We travel all the way over here. Joe says no and slams the door.
The door that was never closed to begin with. I literally close it for him. No.
We showed up just to rub it in your face.
Look what we have and you don't learn. Hey.
You actually say this?
No.
and he starts looking at it.
Maybe.
And it's just like, yes. Truly, this is in magnificent shape compared to many of the other things that I've come across in my time. Now,
Did we find this in here? Was it during the skeleton interaction?
It was during the goblins in the cave. Well, we kind of took care of the encounter before the cave.
so, yes, I'd be quite happy to buy this if you're willing to part, of course.
Perhaps, but I was curious. What? I got a sense of some old magic on this. What purpose did it used to have?
He sets the helmet down and he rolls over to a cabinet and you see him fumbling around for a little bit before opening up. And inside you can see 2 other pieces of armor and a hooked sword. They are one of the many pieces, the 28 strands of Azure. Rare ancient relics, quite damaged at this point in time, well past their prime, but they're old magic, lost magic, bygone eras and stuff. It's a historian's dream to get something as magnificent as these. So few of them exist anymore, though, so scattered all throughout. And it's just... I endeavor to study them, to be able to potentially unlock the old magics kept within.
And where did you happen to find these other pieces you have?
Well, this one, he points to the breastplate in there. I found when I was a young lad. It was the spark that sent me on this journey of discovery. And these, he points to gauntlets and stuff, I once found in a marketplace. A beggar was selling them. Didn't know what he had. Quite frankly, at the time, I didn't know either. And the sword, well, I once had an apprentice. He endeavored to impress me. He traveled across the wall. And he came back horribly wounded. Do you want to call it, or like, are you...
No, I'm just tired.
Horribly wounded and stuff. Sadly, he passed not that long after returning, but he managed to retrieve it. And bless his soul. I made sure to spend copious amounts of money to give him a burial proper of what he was willing to do for my research.
Yes, my condolences. I've heard terrible things about this wall.
Oh, yes. And it's a sour land over there. Sour. I remember once, quite some time ago, back before the church came into power. I've been through one of the moves before, and it's never pleasant. It's always a hard thing to go through, but it's always been part of the town's ways. The ground gets worse and worse. The taint from the old city grows. It infects and destabilizes the wildlife and the plant life. Everything goes wrong. Eventually, the land itself starts to die out, and anything that remains is slowly turned just wrong. And I mean, I've studied quite a bit. I've attempted to find a way to cleanse the taint away, to try and fix what's wrong. But it's just weighed so heavy on so many people of the town that most people aren't willing to even try anymore. They've just grown complacent and tired of trying.
I see. And what are your thoughts on what's going on?
Well, I have a theory. I believe that this is tri-pronged folly. Multiple things went wrong, mind you, but the Earth where the original Temple's Gate was built was never the best. It was always fairly wrong. But it wasn't until basically food sources started to grow slim that us and our neighboring city began to war with each other for a short period. Mind you, this was long before my birth. And through it, both sides committed atrocities. I won't even pretend that Temple's Gate is clean of any sort of sin. But it's both committed atrocities, and one of the atrocities was a neighboring city fell to the whims of necromancy. They began to raise the dead, raise things that should never be called into our world. Never, never. On the other hand, there was talk of old cults, people who worshipped ancient things of the earth, things that were laid to rest long ago for a reason. That also is said to have caused some of the corruption. I also believe that faith has something to do with it as well. Nature and death, yes, they helped moving along, but I believe we fell out of favor with the gods at some point. We grew too arrogant, too full of ourselves, and spit in the face of things that are greater than us, and as such, we incurred some sort of wrath. Now, I don't believe that the gods, as they call themselves, are all-powerful, all-knowing, but when a flea goes to a spider and taunts it, the spider will feast. We were fools and we stood up and spit in the face of something that could easily stomp us out. And I think we're paying for it.
How unfortunate.
Yes. Now, this is just a theory of mine. I'm not. I can't say for all certainty that it is the truth.
Of course. But
I could be completely wrong. I mean, wouldn't be the first time. It won't be the last unless I'm right. In which case, I'm brilliant. I got everything right. So.
Well, on a lighter tone, what would be your price estimation for the
That's a
item?
pretty heavy tone because it's a lot of money that I'm willing to pay for this. What are you thinking? What are you looking for? I could perhaps do a trade, or if you're only interested in the money, I do have some coin.
Did Sam ditch us after starting the tangent?
Yeah.
Yeah.